Yesterday, we started discussing about UI actions topic. UI actions are nothing but buttons which are clickable. UI actions are actually two types: client-side UI actions and server-side UI actions. UI actions by default work on server side. Okay. UI actions by default work on server side. If UI action should work on client side, means the client checkbox should be checked. Okay. So when to choose server side UI action? If it is something related to database operations such as CRUD operations, then you will use server side UI action. And you will use client side UI action. If it is not something related to database, you will use client side UI action. Let me give you one example so that you will be able to understand better. So let me just open the HR case form here. Let me duplicate this one. So in the HR case form, we have created two UI actions yesterday: create incident and create problem. That will appear only on the existing record. It will appear only on the existing record. You can see create incident and create problem. I have given you two tasks: create change request and create requested item. So I hope you guys are able to create them. Very good. Okay. So in today's session, I am going to create a UI action called open incident. Whenever I click on, I have to create a button here called open incident. Whenever I click on that button, it has to open the incident form. It should not create the incident record. It should open the incident form. Getting my point? Okay. I am duplicating this one. Right click, configure, go to UI actions. I am creating a new incident, a new UI action called open incident. It is not something related to database, right? We are not creating, we are not updating, we are not reading, we are not deleting. It is not related to database operations. So then you will go for client side UI action. HR underscore open underscore incident. It should appear only on the existing record. Okay. It should appear on the form. So here I am checking the client checkbox so that it will work only on the client side. When you check this client checkbox, you will be able to see an extra field called on click. Whenever you check this checkbox, you will be able to see an extra field called on click. So in the on click, you have to define a function. Open incident form. This function, you have to declare it here. Within this function only, you have to write client side script. Within this function only, you have to write client side script. Outside this function, you should not write. Only within this function only, you should write client side script. Client side script in the sense glide user, glide form, glide ajax, all these things. Okay, glide record is a server side. Glide user, glide form, glide ajax are all client side. So within this function only, you should write client side script. So how do you open the incident form? From the URL, you will open the incident form. Okay. So incident.do incident dot do question mark system ID is equal to -1. So using this URL, you can open the incident form. Using this URL, you can open the incident form. Okay. So once I click this button, I will open this particular URL in a new tab. So for that, I will use glide navigation, G_navigation dot open pop-up URL. Whenever you click on this button, this URL this URL will be opened in a new tab. Okay. So now you go to the HR case form. In the HR case record, you will be able to see a button called open incident. You are able to see open incident. Whenever I click on this one, it is opening the incident form in the new tab. It is not creating the record. It is just opening the incident form. What is it doing? It is just opening the incident form in a new tab. Okay. So when I open the incident form, this HR case caller should go to incident caller field. In the incident caller field, HR case caller details should be populated. This configuration item should be populated in the incident configuration item. This short description should be populated in the incident short description. This description should be populated in the incident description. Its state value should be populated in the incident state value. Okay. So you can do it from the URL only. In the URL, you have to write a parameter called sysparam underscore query is equal to sysparam query is equal to okay, u underscore caller is equal to let us say u underscore short description u underscore incident, right? Incident field name is short description. In the incident field, in the incident short description, value is populated here. From the URL, you are able to populate it, right? So what I do is I'll take this particular line out. I'll keep this line here. Okay. So here in place of this test value, what I do, I will pass HR case short description. HR case short description, you can pass it using G underscore form dot get value U underscore so this is end operator. Okay. Short description. Description is equal to plus G underscore form dot get value U underscore description plus okay. Chart description, state, configuration item. I am populating these field values on. Save this one. So I'm going to refresh this form now. So whenever I click on this incident, let me just select the configuration item as well here. So whenever I click on open incident here, it is opening the incident record here. Caller value we did not populate. Configuration item is populated. State value is populated. Short description is populated. Description is populated. Caller value we didn't map here. Caller value we didn't map here. Okay. So whenever I click on open incident, here in the caller field, HR case caller is populated. In the configuration item, HR case configuration item is populated. In the short description, HR case short description is populated. In the description, HR case description is populated. In the state field, HR case state is populated. So the still record is not created. We have just opened the form and populated the field values automatically from the URL. If you see in the URL, these values are there. From this URL, we have populated the field values. So once you submit this one, record will be created. Getting my point? Okay, whenever I click on this particular open incident, it is actually opening the incident form. It is populating the field values automatically from the URL. Well, guys, if I move this UI action, if I move this UI action to test URL or test environment, this UI action won't work. If I move this UI action to production URL, production environment, this UI action won't work because this instance name should be dynamic. This instance name should be dynamic. Okay. So here, this instance name, you have to get it from server. You have to get it from server. If you want to get the value from server to client side, you have to use glide Ajax. Getting my point? I'm going to create a script include. I'm using this existing script include. Hmm? Okay. Instance name you will get it from system properties, guys. Return gs.getProperty instance name. Return gs.getProperty instance name. So this property name I'll open here. You have to go to system properties. You can see this one. This is the instance name. That instance name I am actually calling in the script include. Okay. So here you will get the instance name. That instance name I have to get it in the client side. So I am writing glad ajax here. RGA is equal to new glad ajax. It should be the script include name. Okay. Here you will get the response. So you will get the response here. Here you will get the instance name. So if you move this to test environment, it will work. If you move this to production environment, it will work. Okay. So I am making instance name as dynamic, guys. Okay. So that it will work from all the environment. If I move this UI action to test environment, it will work. If I move this UI action to prod environment, it will work. Okay. If I move this UI action to um, uh, test environment, it will work. This UI action will work from all the environments now. I go to the HR case form now. Okay. You can see it is actually opening the URL and it is populating the values automatically from the HR case. We are not doing any database operation. We are just opening the form in a new tab. Hmm? Okay. So now ignore about this UI action. I am deactivating this UI action. I have deactivated that UI action. I have to create another UI action called incident form. I have to create another UI action called incident form. Whenever I click on that button, it has to open the incident pop-up in a window. It has to open the incident pop-up, incident form as a pop-up in a window. Okay. Right click, configure UI actions. Okay. It should be client callable. Okay. Whenever I click on this button, it has to open the incident form in a pop-up, not in a new window. So we have to use an API called Glide Model Form API. Glide Model Form. It's a client-side API, guys. It is used to open the forms. Glide Model Form API is used to open the forms. Where GMF is equal to new Glide Model Form. First parameter, name of the form. Create incident. Table name. You have to provide the table name. I have to open the incident form, right? Then you use gmf.render. gmf.render. Okay. So save this one. You go to the HR case form. So whenever I click on this incident form, it is opening the incident form in a pop-up, as a pop-up. Getting my point? So whenever you click on this button, earlier when you click on open incident, it is opening the incident form in a new tab. Now whenever I click on incident form, it is opening the incident form in as a pop-up. You will fill all the field values here. And you will submit the record. You will submit the record. After submitting the record, whatever the incident record that is created, that incident should be populated in this particular incident field. Getting my point? I'm just clicking on incident form here. So you are filling all the field values. After filling on the field values, with this number, a record will be created, right? That record number should be populated on the HR case incident field. The record number should be populated on the HR case incident number field. So for that, what we have to do? For that, what we have to do? Once you click on this form, you will fill out all the field values. Once you click on this button, there will be a function that executed on completion callback function. On completion callback function that will be executed. This callback function, set completion callback function will be executed. Okay. You have to write it here in place of this GMF. Okay. So here system ID is actually created incident system ID. After submit, whatever the incident that will be created, that is the created incident system ID. Okay. That is the created incident system ID. Okay. So that system ID you have to update it in the server, right? Then you will write glide ajax here again. Open that script include. Okay. Just save this and write glide ajax here. Where GA is equal to the on click on save submit button, this function will be this method will be executed. We are writing callback function here. The callback function, you are getting the created incident system ID here. Where GA is equal to new glide ajax to include name GA dot add from GA dot add param this system ID you have to pass it here. Okay. G underscore form dot okay. Save this one. So let me just refresh this one. So I am clicking on the incident form here. So we are filling the field values. You are changing the configuration item. What is the number? 393 0393. So scroll down and submit this one. Once I submit this one, the completion callback will run. Okay, whatever the incident that is created, that number we are actually updating in the HR case field. You can see incident created successfully. So incident number is updated 0393. So after clicking on this button, what are we doing? We are actually opening the incident form. We are filling the field values. After clicking on submit, incident is created, right? That incident number we are actually updating here through the script include. Through the script include. Getting my point? So whenever I click on this button, it is opening the incident form, right? It has to populate the field values automatically. So this HR case caller should go to incident caller. So how do you populate it? So for that you have to write onload, that onload callback. Onload callback. Hide model form. If you want to populate the values automatically, how to use sysparam query. There is a button, right? We created open incident. Okay. Dialog GMF dot add param sysparam query. This line I am actually adding as a sysparam query, so that it should populate the HR case values to so this caller should go to incident caller. Whenever the pop-up is, you can see HR case caller is populated here. HR case configuration item is populated. HR case short description is populated. HR case description is populated. HR case state value is populated automatically. So whenever you click on this button, it is opening the incident form as a pop-up, and whatever the HR case details, those are populated in the incident form. And once you submit that, so once you submit this one, okay, so what is happening? It is creating the incident record. The incident number is getting populated here. See here. Earlier, what we are doing, in one click, we are creating the record and we are directly populating here. Now, what are we doing? We are opening the form. We are allowing employee to edit the form, and we are allowing employee to submit the form. Earlier, employee doesn't have an option to edit. He has to click on create incident. Directly, it will create the incident record in the database. There is no interaction in the middle. Now, he will click on the incident form. A form will be opened. Values will be automatically populated. If he want to edit, he can edit. Then he can submit it. Once he submit it, the number will be populated here. Getting my point? So once this incident record is created, I want to hide this UI action. Okay. Now it won't appear. It will disappear. Only when this field is empty, the incident form will be shown. So to populate the HR case values in the incident form, what did I do? Here I have used sysparam query. So here I have actually built a query here. This one is a URL. Okay. So that URL I have actually passed in the sysparam query. gmf.add the query here. So in the queue I have stored, queue is a variable. In the queue I have stored this particular string, query string, that I am actually passing here. I think this is sufficient for today. Hmm? If I go beyond also, you'll go mad. I am unmuting everyone. Do you understand the concept? Do you understand the concept, guys? Umsi, Alakya,
Yeah, use case it's clear, but the syntax we are following, right? So that we have to practice more, then only we can able to understand. Like this way,
practice should be there everywhere.
yeah, yeah. Actually, Uday, like you wrote that string, like where you combined all the fields values, right? So how it will work? Like you use like that in a caret symbol and plus symbol. So how to read like how to work that actually?
Which one?
That string you
URL.
written plus
URL.
yeah. This where q variable.
This one, right?
Ha.
So here, this is actually a query string. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I will show you. Go to the incident list. Okay. Just I'm building a query here. Okay.
Mhm.
Start description is means equal to,
Okay.
and description is means equal to, and dollar is some able shooter I'm taking. Okay. And state is, and configuration item is some configuration item you can select. Okay. You can run this one.
Mhm.
You can right click, and in the end of the query, right click and copy query.
Okay.
Okay. Start description is equal. This one I made it dynamic.
Yeah.
This one I made it dynamic. This one I made it dynamic. This one value I made it dynamic. This one I made it dynamic. If you see here, short description is equal to this value I made it as dynamic. Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And you have this operator. This is called end operator. Okay. I have used end description is equal to the dynamic value, and state is equal to the value. So you have to build the query.
But where to start that single quotes? But after end of plus, every plus we have to.
Whatever the value that you want to make dynamic, there you have to use plus operator.
Okay. Remaining everything has to be in single quotes, right?
Yes.
Single quotes equal to also has to be.
Yes. Spot, you are getting confused?
No, this dynamic I am able to get like G dot form value, it will give the value. But this single quotes you are keeping, if you go to short description, there is no and right at the beginning. But if you go to description, it is coming on.
Mhm.
Carrots. If you start Q is equal to
This is the first one, right? For first one, you don't use end operator.
okay, 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 got it. Yeah. The second one was we need to keep it. And then this one also a little bit confused with I like where you pass the unique value right to the uh, sys
This is
parameter
case system ID. Case system ID.
system ID you pass to from
In the
here
script
to
include, I have to query the case record. This particular case record only, in this particular case record only, I have to update the incident number, right?
ha.
In this particular case record only, I have to update the record, right? So that
Yes,
is why
yes,
I'm passing the system ID of this particular case record to the script include. Using G underscore form dot get unique value means that is a case system ID.
yes,
Case
yes.
system ID I am actually passing here. I'm
How
actually querying the HR cases with that system ID and updating the incident number here.
here incident number you are taking this parameter incident right? So there you are taking sys ID right directly from client
Yeah.
script.
Yes.
So this SysID is the like
Created incident system ID.
okay, okay. Means this function itself it will get the
Yes.
that okay, okay. The function itself it will get the
This
current
function will get the button that you clicked. So if you click on submit button,
ha,
submit
ha.
button name. Button name means this one, this name.
Yes, yes. Ha.
It will give the button name. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually created incident system ID. So
Okay.
table name, incident table name, incident number.
Yep, yep.
Interesting, but little challenging.
Yeah, this table actually it is this whatever the table parameter here it is getting from glide model right on the top. So
Yes.
it will point to that is like whatever the table we pass to glide model form, it will point to that table.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So if you want to open the problem form, whenever you click on this button, if you want to open the problem form, so then
Ah,
what you have to do, you have to write problem here so that it will open the problem form.
yeah, yeah,
If you want to open the change request form, you have to write change request here.
yeah, yeah.
Whatever the table name that you provide, the table form it will open. As I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
mentioned incident here, it will open the incident form.
Yep, yep.
It's this Saturday. Will you be able to join in the morning? Morning 9:30 to 10:30 session. Hmm? Guys, this Saturday will you be able to join in the morning? Yeah. Is that fine, Alakya, for you? Better I'll plan at 8 a.m. if that is possible. Okay, 8 a.m. IST. Any questions from anyone, guys? I don't know. Somehow by this time I'm exhausted, guys.
I have a question on that.
Yes, please.
Like, I just want to share my screen.
Yeah. You can share your screen now.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes.
Like here, while I'm trying to create this related list, like it is not reflecting in the form. Like I have selected all this, but in the
Save
form,
this. Are you trying to see it on the new form?
yes.
On the new form, it related list won't appear. Only on the existing records, only on the created records, it will appear.
Okay.
Is it appearing?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Okay. So guys, keep up your good work and see you there in tomorrow session, guys. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.